Education Cabinet Secretary Jacob Kaimenyi has now moved to ensure that the teachers' strike does not continue to affect learning in schools. He has warned of unspecified consequences for teachers who fail to report to work tomorrow.
If you are scored duty, you will be deemed to have absconded, and appropriate disciplinary action will be taken in line with the law.
Meanwhile, contempt proceedings against Knut and its officials kicked off this morning with the Teachers Service Commission pushing for jail terms for Sosion and Zili. Lawyer Njoroge Mwangi, representing TSC, said that the union had brought to ridicule the reputation of the court by refusing to call off their strike. Njoroge told the court that it could only redeem its image if it meted out stiffer penalties to the contemptors. He said that they were aware of the requirements of the first order that require teachers to go back to class on the 2nd of July.
The first respondent, KNUT, as a body, is collectively liable. The second prayer seeks that Kenya National Union of Teachers be penalized by a fine of 20 million Kenya shillings.
He further said that Sosion and Zili were responsible for the failure to call off the strike, as they had powers to do so. Njoroge maintained that the notion of guilt for Knut and its officials was complimentary. TSC is also seeking that the striking teachers are deducted 10,000 shillings from their salaries for disobeying the court order. Lawyer Chacha Odera, representing Knut, told the court that TSC was treating the process of effecting service on Knut officials casually. He insisted that the union only learned of the order 8 days after it was issued.
The respondent will not fear to negotiate, but it would be unfair to expect them to negotiate out of fear.
As no attempt was made to serve the union officials, immediately the order was issued. Chacha told the court that the orders issued by Lady Justice Ndolo did not direct Sosion and Zili to call off the strike. Even so, he said that the two had no power to call off the strike unless they were advised by the National Executive Committee of the union. A report from the Ministry of Labour was also presented in court, showing the process of talks with Knut till they collapsed. Knut has blamed the collapse of talks on the insistence by the government that they vacate Legal Notice 534 of 1997 and 16 of 2003. Things took a different twist after TSC produced an affidavit of service filed in court by a process server, Alex Mutua, who says that the documents he attempted to serve Knut with were taken away from him at Knut headquarters. Knut had, however, not been served and had to seek the direction of the court. Lady Justice Ndolo directed that they be served and that they respond within 48 hours. Parties will again head back to the courtroom on Wednesday for final submissions. The proceedings today had gone on smoothly until the discovery of an affidavit of service that Knut says it was not brought to their attention. But with the court's direction, the burden now shifts to Knut just to show that no attempt was made to serve them. LORDRICK MAYABI, JSO at 7.